All right, so we have an organization chart question projected. I don't remember what year this question is from, but it values 26 marks, and we're going to scan through it just to see what is expected of us. So it says the following changes have been implemented, and that is after you have created the chart. So you have to create the chart first and then implement the following changes. 1, a new human resource manager has been hired to oversee both the factory manager and office manager. 2, the sales and distribution units have merged to form the sales unit. 3, the payroll unit and the cashiers have been separated. Then it says you have to create an organization chart that reflects the new structure of the company. So we're going to go to Smart Art because there is one that looks just like this. Go to Insert, Illustrations, then Smart Art. And under the hierarchy category, we will select hierarchy 6. Hierarchy 6 is the one that looks just like the one that we have on the past paper question on the left. Once you click on it, you then click on OK. Look on your left, look on your right. Looks like it? Yes, it does. Then we will put in the information accordingly. So for the top one, we should have CEO, and it should be in all caps. Below that, on the left, we should have factory manager. To the right of that, we should have office manager. And coming from factory manager to the left, we should have production supervisor. Production is spelled wrong. Let me correct that. Production. And to the right of production supervisor, we should have distribution supervisor. And we're going to add one beside that, because if you notice below that, we should have 3 and not 2. So to add one beside that, now we right click on that box, go to add shape, and then shape after. And then you will see the shape beside it, right? Shape after. Then you will type sales supervisor in it. Under office manager, you should have accountants, and beside accountants, you should have administrative assistants. So we need a shape beside accountants. Looking at the question, you should see that. You're going to need a second one. Am I correct? Mm-hmm. Then you right click on that same one that you want the shape beside. Then you go to add shape. And then add shape after. And that should be labeled as administrative assistants. All right, looking good so far? Under production supervisor, we should have factory worker. So we're going to click on that box, right click, and then add shape below. This time we're adding a shape below, and we're going to label it as factory worker. Under distribution supervisor, we should add another one below that. So we're going to click on that, right click, add shape, then add shape below and label it as drivers. Under sales supervisor, we should have one below that called sales assistants. So we're going to right click on that box, add shape below it and label it as sales assistants. Are you with me, guys?
Yes.
All right. Under accountants, we should have payroll and cashier. So we're going to click on the box with accountant, right click on it, add shape below and label it as payroll. Assistant is spelled wrong somewhere there. I'm going to correct it shortly. Payroll, and that should be what? Cashiers. Under administrative assistant, you're going to add another shape below that and label it as clericals. Are you with me?
Yes.
All right, so we have the diagram, and now we're going to make the necessary changes. As it said that a human resource manager has been hired to oversee both the factory manager and the office manager. So where you have CEO, we're going to have the human resource manager. So we need to insert an extra box. So we're going to click on the box with CEO, right click, and then add a shape above. And then we're going to rename. So at the top we should still have CEO, and below CEO we're going to change what was there to human resource manager, right? Let me fix that. Right, and the other one says the sales and distribution units have merged to form the sales unit. This one is a little tricky, so pay keen attention, right? So if we are to have those two merged and called sales unit, we're going to have to remove one of these three. Am I correct? So we have production supervisor, distribution supervisor, sales supervisor. But the distribution supervisor and sales supervisor is now one unit called sales unit. So we're going to remove one of them. We're going to remove the middle one. All right? And do some renaming. How do we remove it? We're going to click on the one that we want to remove. And under the create graphic group, we're going to click on demote. All right? And when it demotes it now, it pushes it down to the bottom. But we're going to edit it accordingly. So the box that has sales supervisor in it, it's going to be renamed and be called sales unit. Am I correct? Sales unit. Good. Thirdly, the payroll unit and the cashier have been separated. So we need to separate that. By the way, the distribution supervisor text box is now down the bottom, so we need to get rid of it. All right? So you just click on it and delete it to remove it. Sorry, I didn't tell you that. All right. We have everything that we need. We have factory worker, drivers, sales assistants. Am I correct? We have everything there. All right, let us now move to the other side now, where they say that the payroll and the cashiers have been separated. So that's this box here. So we're going to add a box beside it because we're separating it, meaning that one box is going to be two boxes. So we're going to right click on it, go to add shape after. Good. And then one is going to be called cashiers, and the one to the left is going to be called payroll, because we have separated payroll and cashier. Question complete. 26 marks. To change the color, if you desire to change the color, you ensure that you are on the diagram. Then under the smart tools, under the design, you'll change the color by clicking on change colors. And then the one that looks like the one on the question paper would be this one here. It's accent 3, color field accent 3. And I think it's black and white because it was photocopied. The question paper was photocopied, because I'm not seeing any black and white ones here. The closest one to it would be this one. Yeah, that's it.